Behind Japan's prolonged period of peace lies the intelligence organization DA, which employs young orphan girls known as lycoris to covertly eliminate criminals and terrorists. Lycoris Takina Inu is dismissed from the DA and partnered with Chisato Nishikigi after disobeying orders, risking the life of fellow lycoris Erika. She reports to one of DA's front operations, Cafe Lycorico, run by its owner Mika and former DA agent Mizuki Nakahara. Meanwhile, the DA investigates a hacker called Walnut who breached their systems, as well as weapons that went missing from an arms deal. Chisato informs Takina that their job is to help others in need any way they can while showing her around. While protecting Soori Sanohara from a stalker, they realize she accidentally caught the ongoing arms deal in a picture she took. Takina uses Soori as a decoy to lure out the terrorists stalking her, but Chisato non-lethally subdues them before she can kill them. Meanwhile, a man from the Allen Institute who hired Walnut to spy on Chisato presumably kills him after bombing his apartment. The next day, Takina officially becomes Lycorico's newest waitress, and the man from the Allen Institute visits, who Mika recognizes. Walnut is revealed to have survived the attempt on his life, and discovers fellow hacker Robotic has sold him out. Walnut then contacts Mizuki. Meanwhile, it's revealed the man from the Allen Institute is Mr. Yoshi, who is regular at the cafe. Chisato and Takina are then tasked to rescue Walnut from assassins hired by Robotic and escort him to safety. They meet Walnut, who hides his identity by wearing a squirrel suit. Chisato and Takina fight off his assassins, with Chisato even aiding those they have injured. However, Walnut is gunned down by another team of assassins as they escape. Robotic then reports his success to Yoshi. Meanwhile, as Chisato and Takina take Walnut's body away, they are shocked when Mizuki emerges from the suit, having acted as Walnut's body double in a bulletproof suit. She and Mika formulated an elaborate plan to fake Walnut's death, and the real Walnut reveals herself as a young girl named Kurumi. For her own safety, Kurumi decides to take shelter in Lycorico in return for using her skills to support Chisato and Takina on their missions. Chisato then requests Kurumi help track down the arms dealers captured in Soori's photo. Despite having worked at Lycorico for some time now, Takina still remains distant from Chisato and the cafe regulars. When Chisato has to return to DAHQ for a physical exam, Takina decides to accompany her to try and petition to Commander Kusunoki to reinstate her. However, upon arriving at HQ, Takina is bullied by the other lycoris due to false rumors she enjoys firing on her teammates. To her dismay, her previous team leader Fuki Harukawa has already replaced Takina with Sakura Otome, and Kusunoki has no intention of having Takina return to DAHQ. This angers Chisato, as she has figured out that DA's advanced AI Radiata was hacked during a mission, and Kusunoki used Takina as a scapegoat to cover up the hack. Chisato then tries to encourage Takina by suggesting she should try giving life outside DA a try first. Chisato and Takina then participate in a mock battle against Fuki and Sakura, with Chisato and Takina defeating them thanks to their teamwork and Chisato's near superhuman ability to instantly predict bullet trajectories. As they return to Lycorico, Takina has a newfound respect for Chisato and decides to attend a game session with her and the cafe regulars. After proving inaccurate with Chisato's non-lethal bullets, Takina decides to aim at non-vital organs with regular bullets at Chisato's suggestion. Chisato decides to take her shopping for clothes and later visit a restaurant and aquarium, as she wishes for Takina to get used to her life outside work. When asked by Takina, Chisato explains that she voluntarily refrains from killing and left the DA in order to search for somebody who helped her 10 years prior. After enjoying her time with Chisato, Takina begins embracing her life outside the DA. Meanwhile, Mika and Yoshi meet again, and Mika wonders why Yoshi has never admitted he's the one who inducted Chisato into the Allen Institute, but Yoshi says that it's against their policy. As Takina and Chisato return to Lycorico, a terrorist named Majima opens fire on a subway train, only to be ambushed by a lycoris team inside, who gun his men down. Cornered, Majima detonates explosives to cover his escape. Robotic then contacts him, offering his help in combating the lycoris, but Majima refuses. After the government covers up his attack as a train derailment, a frustrated Majima resolves to hit an even bigger target that will be impossible for the government to cover up. A month after Majima's terrorist attack, Chisato briefs her coworkers of their new mission. which consists on escorting a terminally ill, wheelchair-ridden magnate named Matsushita around Japan. They then tour him around Tokyo, where Chisato confirms to Takina that she possesses an artificial heart. Meanwhile, two investigators discover evidence of a terrorist attack in the subway. Kurumi identifies an assassin Jin, following Matsushita, who Mika remembers working with 15 years prior. Takina attempts to intercept Jin as Matsushita breaks away from Chisato. Matsushita reveals Jin killed his family, and their real mission is to kill him in revenge. Chisato succeeds in immobilizing Jin after he injures Takina, but Matsushita appears and demands she kill him. After she refuses to do so, Matsushita's machines suddenly stop working, killing him. In the debriefing, Mika explains that Matsushita was merely the body of an old drug addict used as a puppet through the machines in his wheelchair. The person controlling him is revealed to be part of the Allen Institute, who decides to change plans. That night, Majima and his men ambush and kill Lycoris, with him exclaiming she will be the first of many. After several more violent attacks on Lycoris agents and the government declared martial law, Takina decides to live with Chisato to ensure their safety. Meanwhile, a disgruntled Majima barges into Robota's apartment, giving him 3 more days to find the DA headquarters. He locates Chisato's home with his drone and records her stopping the assailants he sent. Majima arrives to kill Robota for failing his initial mission, but spares him after seeing Chisato's footage. At Lycorico, Kurumi reveals she is the hacker responsible for the DA ordeal and Takina's dismissal, but is not responsible for the arms deal. She then shows them Robota's footage of Chisato. Later, Majima ambushes her, and during their fight, he compromises her eyes. Majima then notices her Allen Institute necklace, garnering his interest. Takina arrives and rescues Chisato, and as they escape, Kurumi crashes her drone into an RPG-carrying lackey, causing him to blast Majima, who survives. Back at Lycorico, Takina does not blame Kurumi for what happened, taking responsibility for her own actions. Kurumi assures her allegiance as she reveals they now know Majima's name. Meanwhile, Majima confronts Robota again and orders him to dig up more information on Chisato. That's all for this video. If you want me to continue this anime, then comment so I will make a part 2.